Hey guys, Old Blue Cord back again. So like I promised, we've got a brake video. So kind of one of my favorite subjects, I guess, besides maybe tires. I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, new brake time. So got a set of new rotors, new pads. I went ahead and went with the Carbotech. They're made over in North Carolina. They're made in USA. I went with the 1521 pad. That's kind of like their base pad. It was recommended. They look pretty good. It's the D1405 pad. It goes on a lot of your Hellcats and Cadillac, these and a couple other, whatever the ones that have the Brembo set up. So look good. I measured the thickness here and I got 400 thousandths. I'm probably not going to be able to do that. Well, maybe I can do it like this. Let's see. We'll do it as I talk here. But yeah, so the reason why I measure my brake pads is just to kind of know for wear. 400 thousandths, close enough. And I got a set of EBC pads that were only like $285 brand new, which I always thought was weird. And I did call them, and they said that was typical, but it's not. Most of these pads are at least 400 and probably thicker. So I don't know what happened there. And I like EBC, and I like the yellow stuffs are okay, but I'm curious to see if these are gonna do any better. Excuse me. But one thing I noticed, it didn't come with shims. And I generally use shims. I mean, I have tried like actually one side without and one side with, just to see if it made any kind of noise difference. I believe these are a Ray-Bestis shim. Just looking at it, they've got some kind of, it's kind of like a rubberized coating where I'm scratching my fingernail. It's hard to explain. This side, yeah, it's got like a little slick coating on there, and they didn't come with shims, so I'm a little surprised with that. I might call them just to ask. It's not a big deal, but anyway, we'll go ahead and okay, let's do this first. We'll check. So the minimum thickness on this rotor, and this is going to be a Ray-Bestis. Yeah, Ray-Bestis rotor. So of course they're made in China, and I think Ray-Bestis might be out of business. Their parent company is where's the minimum thickness? Right there. Yeah, there it is. 32. So let's just mic it quick. Let's see if that'll stay. It's not a bad looking rotor. It's got a decent finish. Got a good crosshatch on it. So let's go ahead. Let's do the old metric system. And see what we got. I kind of already checked this, so I know, but yeah, 33.7. So let's go over and look at the old setup. So those are the fronts. Now the rears, I ended up getting Brembos, and the Brembos is a nicer rotor, obviously. And I'm surprised I haven't pinched my fingers here yet, but here's your Brembo minimum thickness. Got a kind of a nice finish. I like it that they coat the inside, and they coat right here where it rusts. So you guys up north probably going to have less of a rust issue than you do with just a bare rotor here. That's what I think anyway. But yeah, so there's the comparison, obviously. All right, let's go look at the setup. So I've got both calipers. I loosen them up because them bolts are snug. Which I'm the one. Now this vehicle has, let's see, I believe we got 93,000 miles on this vehicle. I've had it since 2015. It's a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. It's got the big motor. Got this, got that. Everybody look. Okay, we understand what we're working on. So yeah, Brembo. So we're going to just check. I have to have a little extra light up here. Let's check the thickness, because the reason why, and it might be, let's see if we can tell. Got a pretty good lip right there. So you would think these rotors are shot. Now the brake pads look good. And you can see if you know your original thickness. And these are a Wagner, I think it's the Wherever pad. And I've had good luck with them. They've really done good. I don't think these have got 25,000 miles. I haven't really noticed any like reduced braking. But I like to try to change my brakes you know, pretty quick. And then obviously we've got new tires, you know, just put new tires on a few thousand miles ago. So let's see what we got going on here. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I was practicing. And since there's a lip, you don't want the caliper reading way out here. You could. You get 34, which I think was what it was brand new. So where are we at? 34.70. Yeah, so see, we're right there with the brand new. You can see that. We're right there with the brand new rotor that we've got over there. These are probably did come in at 34.5. That sounds right. I probably should have wrote this down. Sometimes I write stuff down. Sometimes I just try to remember it. But so really, we probably could slap a set of pads on this and break them in. Now I did ask Carbotech about their break-in, because generally they're by tradition. I believe that company's been in business about 30 years. And they have always said that they need either brand new rotors on their pads, or if you switch compounds and then try to switch back to them, you need to at least turn the rotors, because something about their compound was not favorable. They did not tell me this time. And I asked him about the break-in. He said just drive it easy for 300 miles. He didn't talk about any kind of, like, you know, 10 mile or 60 mile to 10 mile stops 10 times or any kind of other bedded in process. I was a little surprised about that, but he said with brand new rotors, I didn't have to worry about that. I'm going to take his word on it, since they do make the brake pads. And yeah, what I'm going to do is, I've been debating how to do this brake job, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the caliper off and then put it up, hang the rotor, put the caliper back on, because really to change the pads on these is really simple. It's a Brembo setup, kind of like a race car, so you're just taking the bridge bolt off and then knocking these two pins out, and bang bang, put the pads in. Sometimes you have trouble spreading the pistons, but I've got like a little cheap tool someplace. I need to actually find it, but I haven't yet. That's one thing that's kind of holding me up. And I had a nice tool to knock this pin out without hitting the powder coat. Now obviously I've ruined this powder coat, you know, over time. It's starting to lose its red luster. It's got like some weird striping too, as you can tell. Some of that is me washing the rims. Yeah, I kind of did that to myself, but yeah. So you know, I really was pretty happy with these pads. Wagner, wherever, they're the top of the line pad. I doubt I paid $100 for them. I bet you I paid 60 or 70 bucks. So pretty good for the price. Now they weren't noisy. They squeaked a lot at slow speeds, where the other pads. And then let's see, I've gone through Ray Bestis and EBC, Brembo. Might be another set in there. I had done a video on it a long time ago. But these did good, stopped good. Can't say they were any better or any worse. And then I did have that funny front end noise that I talked about that I thought was the deal with the cowl. I'm missing the plastic. There should be a plastic cover up here. And then there should be a plastic cover underneath. Well, this is what the noise was. Giant ass hole. What's that from? Well, is that as you're going down the road, especially at highway speed, this is pushing into the tire. And look what it's done. It's wore out a damn hole, and it's done it on both sides. That's all on me. I did not put the underneath arrow part back on because I messed up a bunch of the clips. So I'll just give you a spot check underneath there. As you can see, if you look underneath the vehicle, it's all open. And this is supposed to be connected. This is supposed to be connected to an arrow piece. And I just neglected to put it back on. I'm missing a lot of clips. I did try to save them all, and I should have just got back under there and done it. I'm going to do it. I've got it laid out and ready to go, and I'm going to buy all the clips and do it the correct way, because obviously I've caused that problem there. So I never did really. I like it that it's open where you can just change the oil real quick, change the filter, but I don't like the other stuff. But yeah, I did all the ops checked all my boots, linkages. I did the tire shake, the 12 and 6, just like I've taught you guys. Did not find anything loose, did not find anything leaking. If anything, I might have a rear main seal leak, slight leak. Again, with 93,000 miles on it, and it's a 10-year-old vehicle, I'm going to take it. Not a big deal. I'll go ahead and show you the aero piece. It's coming on 10 minutes, so you guys know I don't like to do long videos. But there's an aero piece right there. And it's got some bolts and a piece of metal. Right there's the piece of metal to kind of hold the back on. I'm going to do the best I can, and then I'm just going to recycle all the clips. And then I'll go to the parts store and buy what I need to, or go to the dealership if I have to. So yeah, so there you go. New rotors, new pads, got new tires just maybe about 5,000 miles ago. We'll be good for a year or two at least. Again, it's the Carbotech 1521s. I think they used to call them the Bobcat pad back in the day. I'm going to see what they do. I was kind of wanting to step up to the 10s. The 10s is kind of more like their race pad, but he didn't really recommend it, but I may do that. And as you can tell, this rotor wore the same. Here's where I messed up the powder coating. It's supposed to be shiny and red like that, but it got messed up. Brake pad wear was the same. And then I did, like I said, I did the underneath check. Everything looks pretty good. This vehicle is a bear to, see if I can put the flash on. This vehicle is a bear to lift. I've got to like do all this rigging. The frame is not symmetrical, and I don't understand it. Like you can see right here, there's a spot, a decent spot to lift, even though the lift point is like way up here where my finger is. But then on the other side, you don't have that. You don't have that spot. It's like it doesn't make any sense. But so on this type of bend pack lift, as you can see, it's kind of a bear to lift up. I do have it off the ground. It's good enough, but it's not ideal, especially on my back. But yeah, so old blue Accord, new brakes. I'm not going to go through the assembly and all that stuff. Brembos are pretty easy. You guys can't figure it out. Give it a look. I'll go through the other stuff. Like I said, I'm going to do that undercover. And then I'm missing this cover here, this piece, and then you got this open. There's supposed to be a piece that comes right here and covers. It's kind of for aerodynamics, and I thought this is the one that was making that rattling noise, but I'm almost sure it's down below now. So I'm going to check my air filter, etc., etc. Brake fluid should be good. Not going to do anything with that. If I do, I'll have the dealership do it. Check for leaks. Radiator's doing well. You want to double check that. That's kind of why I left that cover off anyway, was to make sure anything wasn't leaking. Because if you remember right, when I installed the radiator, I snapped this bracket off. I think it was this one. I was forcing it and it snapped on the new radiator, and I was a little scared that it could possibly, I think it was actually down here, that it could leak, but actually I don't think fluid is in this part down there, so I think I'm okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and recycle that. So yeah, that's the story. So new brakes, new tires already done. Old blue Accord. Like and subscribe, appreciate it. There's gonna be more content. I'll do a couple videos of this while I've got it in the garage. I might do a little video of the putting that up. I dread that doing that plastic stuff more than I do doing a brake job. I am going to do the rear brakes. I'm going to check a few things back there. Might do a video of that. But thanks a lot for looking. Happy holidays. Old blue Accord over and out.